evening, Night Jones. Welcome back for another episode. Tonight I only have one letter. So, of course, you already know if you had a bad moment during your day, just let that be a bad moment. Don't turn that into a bad day. Also, go ahead and get that drink. That will get you right for the rest of the night. And come on back. And before we get into this letter, it is Money Manifesting Monday. So today, prosperity affirmation is going to be, I deserve the life of abundance I desire. Money comes to me easily and regularly. I am wise with money. There is always more money. So that is tonight's affirmation for prosperity. And once you get your drink, come on back. And I hope everyone had a good day today. And let's get into this letter, shall we? I am going to try to keep this video under 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started. The letter is anonymous. And it goes, Hi Autumn. I hope you can understand this letter. I'm very upset now. And I'm not sure how to handle it. I'm a mother of a 16-year-old girl. She got pregnant by some 14-year-old boy. I don't know if he's black or Mexican. She was trying to hide her pregnancy from me. My 11-year-old told me she wanted to have a baby so she can be on a reality show, 16 and pregnant. When I confronted her with the information, she said it was true and that no one from the show contacted her. Oh my gosh. But she wanted to keep the baby. I told her she should think about giving up the baby for adoption or abortion. Oh. She at her age cannot afford to raise a child. And this should not be my responsibility. I told her to call the boy. She said he was avoiding her calls. So I waited one afternoon at their school. She pointed him out and I yelled at him. Oh, that's crazy. I yelled at him for getting my daughter pregnant and not answering her calls. A week later, I met his mother at his school after practice. I informed her what was the issue. She had a nerve to tell me once the baby is born, she would like to get a DNA test. I could not believe what she was saying. So I'm stuck with paying prenatal care. If my daughter said it was her son, it's her son. I can't believe this is happening. I don't know what else to do. I'm lost for words. Wow. Okay, first of all, it don't matter if he's black or Mexican. That don't matter. I get it, you upset, but you didn't need to add that information in there. She got pregnant. She got pregnant by a 14-year-old. And it comes out she got pregnant just to be on a reality show? Wow. What does that say about your daughter? Okay, and first of all, you went to the school. Your daughter pointed him out. You got out the car and yelled at him. You cornered that child. You should not have that conversation with that child. You don't know if that child could have knocked you out, put his hands on you, then he would have been the aggressor. But you as an adult woman yelling at him. What you should have done, and eventually you did have a meeting with his parents, with his mother. That's what you should have done the first time. You should have never yell at somebody else's child. Because now, if he could have went home and told his mother what happened, And she could have put hands on you. And then she would have been in the wrong. So one, that's where you fucked up. But eventually you did have the meeting with his mother. And another thing, what's that old saying go? Daughter, baby, mother, baby, father's maybe. So of course she had every right to ask for a DNA test. Just because your daughter said it was him, at the end of it, it may not be him. Maybe your daughter don't want to get somebody else in trouble. Who knows? So the mother of this young man had every right to ask for a DNA test. You trust your daughter with her pointing him out to let you know who the baby daddy could be. But to me, I wouldn't trust anything she say. Because she's getting pregnant just to be on a TV show, which is crazy. So for the one, and I get it, I understand you say you was upset, but at the beginning of this, you really handled this the wrong way. Continue to talk to her about adoption. Because adoption, may be the better option in this situation here. Because I agree with you. She's 16. She doesn't know how to take care of a baby. And she wouldn't be able to afford to take care of a baby. Continue to talk to her about adoption. There are so many couples that are trying to have children and they can't. So this child could be a blessing to a couple. So if I was you, I will continue to talk to her about adoption. Let her know how she can bless a couple and having a family with this baby. You got two children doing grown up things. And wow. And she purposely got pregnant to be on a show. That's just mind blowing to me. I'm sorry you're going through this. But this is one of those things that right now you are going to be having to deal with at this moment. That's my answer. I don't know what else to say on this letter except for agreeing with you in the terms of giving this baby for adoption. Let her know she could be a blessing to someone, to a couple. But my goodness, and you definitely need to talk to your daughter. I don't even understand why would she want to get pregnant to be on a TV show. And, I guess she's thinking that's what she can do for fame and fortune. But do you know how many young people out there are pregnant and can't afford anything? Let her know about that. Let her know. That's another thing you could do. You could also, write down a list. Let her know everything that she will need to pay in order to support a baby. Because clearly she did not think this through. And also, once this baby is born, maybe you want to, talk to her about protection. Talk to her about birth control. She's 16. I I know my mother had a birth control talk to me when I was 14, and I wasn't even active. But my mother saw the girls around my neighborhood who were pregnant at that time. So, that's why she had that discussion with me about birth control, by getting me on birth control. But it's a little too late to talk about birth control right now. But after she have this baby, there's going to have to be some type of conversation. And it's going to have to be a conversation maybe that's speaking to a child about birth control or about having a baby. That is never an easy conversation, but it is a hard conversation you're going to have. I don't know if you had conversations with your 16-year-old about this in the past. I don't know that, but there are consequences that she's going to have to deal with now, because again, she's 16, doing adult activities. I cannot stress it enough about continue to talk to her about adoption. But that is my answer, and I, wish you and your daughter the best. So, Night Gems, I don't even have a question of the night, but if you want to leave any additional comments in the comment section below, you are welcome, because I would read them. And also, a side note, I just want to add that recently in New York, there was 2 twin girls. I believe they was between 17 or 18. And they went to a bodega late at night. And, this guy, this asshole, because he's truly an asshole, he was trying to talk to them, and, they didn't, want to talk to him. They didn't like his advances, and they let him know, pretty much, we don't want to be bothered, So instead of this asshole just moving on when, once they decline his advances, he decided when they came out the bodega, or deli, if y'all don't know what a bodega is, a deli, that he decided when they came out to attack them. He stabbed one. So of course, when the other twin saw her sister hurt, she, of course, jumped in, and he stabbed her, this young lady, he stabbed her in the neck and in the abdomen area. And she died. Just because they did not want his advances on them. They did not want to talk to him. They, didn't want to be bothered with him. I say that to say this. That young lady lost her life. This mother got to bury her daughter. The other twin sister, she recovered, but now her twin is no longer going to be there. And just because they did not want to talk to him. This young lady lost her life. The sister lost her sister. Mother lost her daughter. Just because they did not want to talk to him. And he got in his fucked up feelings and retaliate. And that is so sad. This young lady lost her life. She had a whole life ahead of her. Lost her life because she didn't want to give him her number. She didn't want to talk to him. Lost her life. And I say that to say this. And I think it probably started in my generation. Teach your children, your sons, your daughters, especially your sons, when a woman says no, move the fuck on. No is no. If she don't want to talk to you, move the fuck on. This girl lost her life for nothing. For protecting her sister, but for nothing. Teach your sons about rejection. Shit. Teach them about rejection. And somebody says no, move the fuck on. Live another day. But this asshole got in his feelings and felt some type of way that he needed to take his knife out and get the stabbing. Damn. You know, and this shit happens. I'm pretty sure it happens everywhere, but, you know, I'm from New York, and you can't even fucking ride your motorcycle. You can't get on your motorcycle, enjoy the afternoon riding on your motorcycle without, you know, somebody pulling up next to you at a red light. The passenger got his window down, want to holler at you. You tell him, no, you with somebody. And then when the light turned green, they pull off. Everybody is pulling off. Next thing you know, a fucking 40-ounce bottle is coming to your face while you're on your motorcycle. Because rejection. Because of fucking rejection. Teach your sons about rejection. Daughters too. But I do know this happened a lot with men. So-called men. If a woman say no, move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. That is all I have to say. And, you know, I'm keeping this mother and the other twin in my prayers, because this just should not ever have happened. On that note, Night Gems, enjoy the rest of your evening. Cheers.